for democracy. Shavan?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think so. After the lunch session, I think so all of you would basically agree that as Indians, we have a massive appetite when it comes to anything political. And what better than to start with one of the tallest leaders of our country. And as they say, by the turn of the millennium, he was already being referred to as the Cyber Babu of Hyderabad. And he has certainly many firsts, and it's truly a big privilege to have Chandrababu Naidu speaking to us. He rarely nowadays appears before the media, so thank you, Mr. Naidu, for joining us at this point in time. And let me also take our audience through some of the firsts that we're talking about. Former longest-serving Chief Minister of undivided Andhra Pradesh, first Chief Minister of the state after the bifurcation. And of course, he's a pioneer in many ways because he's the state's youngest assembly member and the youngest minister at 28. Thank you very much, Chandrababu Naidu, for speaking to this audience here. Let me straight away begin by asking you, you were always being referred to as the technocrat CM when many of your counterparts at that point in time would have never thought about a laptop. And the image of Chandrababu Naidu walking into the assembly with that laptop perhaps is the most endearing image of any politician. You were ahead of the curve. Let's begin with that. How did it all start? How did you really envision the fact that Hyderabad is going to be the IT hub?
No, thank you very much. Respected audience and friends, today I am very happy to share some of my thoughts with Republic TV conclave. Very good subject, time of transformation. You are all aware, after economic reforms, immediately technology revolution has come. We started economic reforms in 1991. I am very happy to associate with you all or remind you all, we started second generation reforms. All infrastructure projects, you name any infrastructure for that matter, either roads, national highways. First proof of concept has started from Chennai to Nellore. You name telecommunication sector, deregulation. At that time, the then Prime Minister gave a report that is a deregulation of telecommunication sector. Today we are very happy. India is taking lead in telecommunication and also IT sector. First power project in private sector has been started in Andhra Pradesh. First open sky policy, first flight from Emirates to Hyderabad. Like that, if you see Greenfield Airport also Hyderabad, all these things we are able to do, we are able to initiate at that time. As you rightly mentioned, technology always, I am thinking from the beginning, I thought it will bring revolution. Today, information technology has become a backbone for a knowledge economy. Here I wanted to tell all of us as to think great time for India. Recently, we celebrated 75 years independence. Another 25 years we are going to celebrate 100 years independence, that is 2047. My idea is India is having very good advantage as of now. One is technology maturity. We can say Indians are so strong in technology. That is our USP. Second is we are having an advantage of demographic dividend. Recently, United Nations has given a assessment, that is the factual report. Now we are having highest population in the world. Not only that, young India. 40% of population are below 25 years. This is the biggest advantage for India. This is a deadly combination. As he rightly mentioned, at that time I started technology and also reforms. Hyderabad is a proof of concept. You name information technology, we are number one. And also now some other states are also doing extremely well. We have gone for biotechnology park, Genome Valley. Recently COVID vaccine has been manufactured from the Genome Valley. And also if you go for pharma, we are able to develop very well. With infrastructure, if you see, outer ring road, 6-lane road with service roads, connecting to metro, everything, that is the biggest assessment for Hyderabad for growth story. Even airport, first of its kind, green field. These are all the things today we are very happy after bifurcation also. Telangana is getting highest per capita income in India. Now in future also it will grow like this. Here I wanted to say one thing. One is Hyderabad story, that is a proof of concept. All these things happened within 20-25 years time. And also Indians all over the world, they are doing extremely well. Highest per capita income as on today. Our NRIs all over the world, 32 million as on today. Every year, 2.5 million people are migrating. It is a big advantage for us, win-win situation. If you see diaspora contribution last year, according to RBI report, 100 billion. Whereas China, it is only 20-25 billion. So if you go through all these things in the history, how it is happening, China at one stage 14.2% growth, that is in 2007. Recently it has fallen nearly 2.4% 2020. Now it has again this year it is only 3%. There is a demographic disadvantage for China. Not only China, for so many countries for that matter. 25 years if you see history, we have grown 8 times. And also, if you see further, if you grow next 25 years 9 times, we can cross Germany and also Japan. If you grow 11 to 12%, we will cross America. If you grow 15 to 16%, we will cross China.
But
if you see further data, at the last 25 years, we have grown 8 times. China has grown 25 times, now 49 times. If you grow 15 to 16 times, another 25 years time, we will be number 1 economy. As a political party head, my vision is, my dream is for this country, we must be number 1 or 2 economy at the time of 100 years independence. This is where we have to prepare vision. Technology is mature. We are having an advantage of demographic dividend. We have to manage demographic management also in future. Then no country will match with us. That is the strength of India.
Mr. Naidu, can I then ask you this question? Because a lot that you have essentially spoken about is in sync what the Prime Minister has been talking about. And perhaps one of those few political parties outside the NDA fold today is basically talking about the 2047 vision. What are we to really make of it? Chandrababu Naidu is essentially now thinking of coming back to the NDA fold. Is that what we are looking at?
No, what I am saying, you are always talking about politics. We are having different political parties. But at the same time, those who are having vision will have same approach, same visualization. What is wrong? PM is thinking in that direction. Why can't I also contribute? All leaders Politics is one, development is another. Country is permanent, society is permanent. For that, everybody has to dream, has to work to make India as number one. That is my goal. Indians should be number one globally. That is my ambition.
I think so.
That
Everyone
is
in the
where I am
audience.
working from the beginning. If you see,
I think so. Everyone in the audience would agree because today, whenever we see when the opposition parties essentially talk about what's really happening in our country, they say that we are slipping. We are completely slipping. We have you saying that you've exuded confidence not once, but many a times on multiple platforms. In fact, in the G20 all-party leaders meeting, in the presence of the Prime Minister, you had then said, nobody can beat us on information technology or digital technology. And India will emerge as the world's largest or second largest economy globally by 2047. That point in time also, many would say that your position was never in sync with what the opposition parties are today saying. How do you position yourself then?
no, what I am asking you one question. Politics is one, country is one. Every political party, we are working for the country development, future of this great nation. I quoted all these things. I developed 25 years back. 1995, I started information technology, second generation economic reforms. At that time, nobody visualized all these things. Even so many friends are there. I conducted CAA meetings first time in Hyderabad continuously for 5 years. I went to Davos to know what is happening globally and also integrate our economy. I am requesting you one thing. Nobody visualized at the time. I visualized telecommunication sector. Then I convinced the then Prime Minister Vajpayee ji. He accepted. That is how revolution started. And also your national highways. I went to Malaysia at that time. Malaysia 2 crore population, 8-lane road. I traveled that road. Then I asked the Prime Minister, then he said, where is money? Then I requested him, it is only a policy, public policy. You create a BOT, all these policies. Then today proof of concept is Nellore to Chennai. Today you are seeing roads. Now we are progressing. Wealth creation is important. And at the same time, how to eradicate poverty also we have to plan now because of technology age. So there is no disagreement for anybody. Either PM is viewing same thing. Why can't I also view same thing? I can implement what all possible in my territory.
So you completely
there
endorse...
won't be any conflict. There should not be any conflict.
So you completely endorse, Mr.
Yes.
Naidu, correct me if I'm wrong, but you completely endorse the vision that the Prime Minister has for the country. Is that the right assessment?
Yes, I entirely agree with Prime Minister, his vision. I will associate my state, my people, Telugu people, to achieve that vision, to take forward. As a matter of fact, first more advantage Telugu people are having at the time. Now, among Indians in America, 30 to 35% are from Andhra Pradesh. Highest per capita income, $1,24,000 US dollars per capita income of Indians, whereas Americans 64,000. Even at that time, opposition parties opposed me.
So, Mr.
That
Naidu,
is my vision. That is where I am saying India will become number 1 or 2.
Mr. Naidu, you've traveled extensively, and that is the reason why a lot of these ideas that you implemented back in Hyderabad. Today, when you travel outside, and if you juxtapose this, the days that you used to travel back in the 90s, how is it that the world is viewing right now as far as India is concerned, India's growth is concerned? What do you have to say about that?
No, I don't have any inhibition, I am telling you. Present Prime Minister Narendra Modi has gone all over the world. He promoted India. world has recognized India's strength now. This is where, when I was CM, I used to request then the prime ministers and also presidents also. Networking is important. That networking, that goodwill has been created by Prime Minister. Really, we are thankful to him on behalf as a citizen of this great country. There is no second thought in that.
Yeah, I'll take that liberty of perhaps sharing something. When I met Chandrababu Naidu last time, as a reporter, you always expect some sort of news to really come out of it. Chandrababu Naidu in my last meeting essentially spoke about less of politics, but he spoke about his new passion. He says this new passion is building an app on nutrition and the fact on sports. Yet another issue, Chandrababu Naidu, that is in sync with, again, what the Prime Minister has been talking about, Khelo India. And these are aspects, once again, I'm trying to bring before our audience, is in complete sync with what the Bharatiya Janata Party is essentially saying, led by the Prime Minister.
No, what I am saying here,
Go ahead, Mr. Naidu.
Mr. Sen, can I talk?
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. What I am saying, we are now beginning of infinity. I am using this word for all of you. Beginning of infinity. Reason is, Indians are having capacity to deliver, to provide leadership. That is one. Second, technology is matured. You wanted to do anything, you can get it done. That is the capacity, that is the technology is available, knowledge is available. That is where I am saying knowledge and platform is technology through Uberization. We can provide services, goods, everything. That is where I told you last time, I am having a passion to develop one app, that is one project, Nutriful. Through Nutriful, I want to go for preventive health. It is a trust, NGO, it is doing that work. Now I am working on the project. As on today, 35,000 people are enrolled. Every day we are monitoring all these things. I am having an idea in that food as a medicine, kitchen as a pharmacy. Everybody is aware what you eat. That matters always. So we are working micronutrients, nutrients, everything balancing, testing again with medical reports. So many things we are working in that. I want to go for preventive health in future. This is where I am saying knowledge on technology platform Uberization. We will give excellent these things. Now today you are seeing IoT devices have come. Originally I used to talk at that time. They used to say you have to keep chip in our body, all these things. Now IoT devices in my hand, there is a ring. This will give all the sleep score and also your body readiness or activity, everything. Even your Apple Watch, all these things are coming now. Ultra-human sensor. This is where technologies are progressing. We have to adopt everything, even on health, education, and so many areas, even agriculture, all these things we have to do.
But Mr. Naidu, when you hear the opposition parties essentially talking about the way India is going, they certainly do not say what you are essentially saying. You're saying that today India is well received outside, and it is time perhaps to ditch that Western conspiracy, the Western thought process that the opposition essentially wants to adopt. So I want to ask you, what is it that you would like to tell the opposition? Because there was a point in time that you were also trying to stitch non-BJP parties together. But today it seems your thought process is very different than the opposition, because the opposition says completely different.
No, at that time also, I never opposed on his policies. I opposed only special status, all these things. We had a sentiment after bifurcation. That was my issue. I am telling you today, another thing is all of you are there. I am having this idea also. As on today, America and also Europe, they are having 50% middle class families. As on today, India, around 31% middle class families, which means 5 to 30 lakhs income a year. It will go 63% by 2047. My idea is, why should we remain that 37%? By 2047, in India, everybody should be above middle class. That will be our pledge. How to do that? Even there is CSR. Every poor family, can we make a planning? This is where I am giving a policy, PPPP, 4 Ps. Public, private, people, partnership. You mentor one or more families of every person who are above middle class or middle class. You give management bandwidth for him, mentoring him. Have a vision for short term, medium term, long term. By 2047, India should have no poor people, and also everybody should be above poverty or middle class and above. Is it possible through technology now? Every family we can have a data. I am very happy. Earlier we had a problem. Today you are seeing we are progressing like anything in technology. If you see here, Aadhaar. Nobody is having this advantage in the world.
No, but Mr. Naidu, the fact that you are laying out this of what is really working for the country in terms of the policies that have been brought in, do you personally believe that the policies that have been brought in by the Modi government has essentially helped the country to see that spur in the growth? Do you believe that that's the key?
Yeah, that is there. That is what I am saying. India is having two advantages. I told you very clearly. One is digital strength, USP. Second is demographic dividend. This will continue up to 27. Even Narendra Modi ji is giving policies. That policies, if you can fine tune and further, it will be unique. Then I am telling you, we can eradicate poverty. Every family should be above middle class, middle and above. That is possible through technology. That is where I am saying public, private, people's partnership, 4 Ps. Even there is CSR. CSR can spend one corporate basing on his bandwidth and resources, one family or more families or 100 families, not one time. You have to do up to reasonable level, above middle class, they have to, above poverty, middle class and above they have to come. This is possible in knowledge economy. That is what I am saying. Today Aadhaar is there. Digital banking, financing is there. Digi locker, health, and also digital infrastructure is 5G is coming. India is #1 in terms of digital currency payments. Even an ordinary person, if you see push cart, who is having push cart, he is using Paytm or Google Pay or Phone Pay, and also even tea stall, he is able to do better work because of no cash, all these things handling.
But just to
that
quote,
is where we are having so many advantages now.
But just to quote a few opposition leaders, when they say about digital India, on the floor of the parliament, you've had some opposition leaders essentially saying that it's not a workable solution. In fact, you had spoken about it back in 1999, that there is a need for digital India. When you hear this kind of comments coming in from the opposition leaders, what is it that you would like to tell them?
No, all these people at that time also criticized me. I spoke about Vision 2020. They blamed me, I am 420. I am telling you, I took that blame also at that time. Today, that Vision 2020 has become a reality in Hyderabad, in Telangana.
So what is it that they are
This is
calling
where
you
I am
now?
asking all of you to prepare Vision 2047.
But
No, what I am
Chandrababu-
saying, at that time they opposed cell phones. I am telling you now, I am asking them, anybody is not using cell phone? Can you tell me?
What is
This
it
is
that
where I am quoting nowadays. Wife is living without husband. Husband is living without wife. But everybody wants cell phone. They cannot live without cell phone. It has become an essential product.
What is it that they used to tell you at that point in time? Because as I said, even when we were growing up, in our growing up years, when we saw those front page pictures of Chandrababu Naidu walking with that laptop, at that point in time, a lot of people were raising this question, what exactly is he trying to do? I want you to share at least one anecdote at that point in time when you brought in, and what is it your counterparts were actually telling you? What did they call you?
At that time, everybody told me, heckled me, here is a man, he wants cell phone, no food, like that. One example I'm giving you. I wanted to meet Bill Gates. He came to Delhi. Then I asked his appointment through his embassy, American embassy. They refused to give me appointment. They said, he is not meeting politicians. Then I said, no, I am having some work. I want to meet him and convince him. Then they said, come and join cocktail party. Then I said, no, I won't come to cocktail party. If I come, they will blame me. I am also in that party, all these things. Then great difficulty, he gave me 10 minutes before going to dinner. He spent with me 45 minutes. I gave PowerPoint presentation first of all. Then he is totally impressed. Then he asked me, what you want? Then I told him, only one thing, we are very strong in information technology. British people left us English. Traditionally, we are very strong in mathematics. That is a deadly combination for information technology. Then he said, I agree with you. Indians are doing extremely well in information technology. What can I do? Then I told him, you develop your development center in Hyderabad. That is my desire. That is my request for you. Then he said, only I am in Seattle. If at all I come out of Hyderabad, I will come to, out of Seattle, I will come to Hyderabad. Then all the way I went to Seattle. All the way I went to meet so many times in Davos. Finally, I got Microsoft to Hyderabad. What is the interest? Not for my interest. It is in the interest of community, youngsters, future generation.
Chandrababu Naidu, I also want to talk about one aspect. When you envisioned this entire Hyderabad concept, you had to pay a political price for it at some point in time, because at that point in time, everyone thought a chief minister can only be populist in nature. This debate is once again back. The prime minister says that in today's time, you can't have the Revdi culture. You were against it at that point in time too. You said the populist schemes do not work, but at some point in time, you had to reverse that. You had to finally reverse that because you were paying a political price for it. So where do you stand on that front? Because this culture of freebies, you never agreed, but finally you had to succumb.
No, what I am saying, two aspects here. One is wealth creation. Without wealth creation, you cannot distribute wealth or you can give freebies. Poverty is a curse. All of us has to agree for that. Now, without welfare, even an American government is not surviving. They are giving different type of welfare, health insurance or other insurance, all these things they are giving. What I am saying, give welfare and also handhold them for eradication of poverty. This is where I am saying 4 P's. Public, private, people partnership, ordinary member, I want to make it extraordinary member. Poor people, I want to make them middle class and above, or if possible, crorepati. It is possible. 5 to 30 lakhs income, then automatically will become crorepati. Why can't you do that? I am not against freebies. While doing all these things, we have to eradicate poverty permanently. Then only sustainable economy and also people will have respect to live.
Chandrababu Naidu, we are looking at elections round the corner, so I need to at least get your ideas on what's really happening right now in Andhra Pradesh. A direct question to you. Do you really
One more thing
regret?
I want to tell, and then finally you can ask your question.
Yeah, please go
No,
ahead.
no, I want to say one more thing. Now GST has become a reality. And also, digital currency is a reality. Earlier, people opposed even GST. Now, transparency has come, revenue is increasing, and also in future it will increase further. Evasion will reduce. Even any evasion, tracking is very easy. I wanted to request government also, all political parties, and also all of you, to abolish this 500 and above currency, either 2,000 rupees, all these things. Then in elections, we won't spend this type of money, distribution of money, all these things, purchase of votes, all these things. Then transparency will come in politics. Anyway, companies and individuals are contributing political bonds are in check. That is how we have to build economy in this country. If you control political corruption or political donations or distribution of money in elections, it will go a long way for the country. This is one more proposal I am making now. It may happen today or tomorrow, but that is my proposal for the country.
For all the ideas to be implemented, Chandrababu Naidu, I think so you'll still have to be in power. So I want to ask you this question. Do you really regret leaving the NDA fold, or you would say that you were misled at that point in time? Because you personally seem to have a lot of liking for the Prime Minister. Do you have any regrets?
No, what I am saying from the beginning, if you see earlier also, I am not for power. Even Vajpayee period at that time, he offered me 7 to 8 ministers. I never accepted all these things, but I will work with you for the development of the nation. That was my stand at the time also. So politics is different, and at the same time development is different. Where is there is a development, I want to associate with that and move forward.
So for the development of the nation, are you willing to join hands?
No, all hypothetical questions I don't want to answer now. This is not the forum.
Because everyone today, I think so everyone in the audience is completely convinced, Chandrababu Naidu, because sometimes it feels that there is almost a very similar match with the manifestos of your party and the Bharatiya Janata Party. So why perhaps shy away from the fact that you are basically looking for working for the nation, and why not really come back to power and perhaps be with the Bharatiya Janata Party? Because you've done that in the Port Blair municipal councils also. And that point in time, people asked what is changing. You've done it once more. So are you open to the idea? Are you open to the idea? Elections around the corner, Pawan Kalyan being the other factor. Are you open to joining hands once again?
No, I am having my agenda. One is Indians should be on the globally very strong number one community. Among them, 30 to 35% Telugu people. That will happen. I want to put Telugu people and Indians above Jewish. As on today, Jewish are having more wealth compared to Indians, but at the same time, per capita wise, we are dominating Jewish also as on today. We should have some ambition. That is my ambition. Second one, I want to see Andhra Pradesh, poverty-less society. Everybody should become middle class and above by 2047. That is my vision. That is where I want to work in the direction by giving welfare and development, and at the same time I want to achieve this. Wherever it is needed for the country, I am always working for that. No question of shy away. We will
so
work
you are saying
together.
you are not averse to the idea. You are not averse to the idea of an alliance, at least not what you were basically trying to stitch
No.
earlier in
What I'm
2019.
saying,
So you want to
what
forget
I'm
that
saying
episode.
no, what all PM is doing, then positive things, if I support, that is what endorsement.
So
That is how everybody has to work together for this great country's growth story.
So on that note, I can safely say, Chandrababu Naidu, you're not averse to any developments taking place, at least from the NDA alliance point of view.
No, what I'm saying, all these things, it is a matter of time.
No, there is
What is
enough
going
time,
to happen
Chandrababu Naidu.
will-
I think
but
everyone
my
wants to
idea
hear
is
this.
two aspects I told you.
Because the fact of the matter is
No,
that today you cannot
I'm
shy
telling
away
you,
from saying that
everyone-
you have openly endorsed the Prime Minister, you have openly endorsed the 2047 vision, and to be fair to you, you are a visionary leader, and today India needs visionary leader. We have one. There's no harm if we have one more visionary leader joining hands.
No, what I'm saying, what all PM is visualizing, I totally endorse it. And also, I wanted to support totally. Country is important compared to politics, I am telling you.
Thank you very much. As we say here in Republic TV, Chandrababu Naidu, nation first. I think so that should be the motto for everyone. Thank you very much once again for this conversation.
Yeah. Thank you, Manoj.
All right. So with that, we've had another very interesting conversation with Mr. Chandrababu Naidu.